Hello, my friends on YouTube. Today is March 21st, 2021. Today I wanted to make another video, but I read something on the news and I would like to comment on it. In France, there was a law a couple of days ago just passed to lower the age of sexual activity to kids to 15 years old. And that is really disturbing to me. But that is also the influence of Islam in Europe, especially France. France has a huge segment of Muslim people living there, and many of them follow the tradition of Muhammad. In my opinion, Muhammad was mentally disturbed in the area of sex. His head was not straight. Why? Because it was okay with him to have sexual relationship with a 9 years old. So we're going to talk about this. But before I start, in the Arabic video there was a guy, his name is Aladdin, who had comment, and he was telling me, I didn't answer his comment because it was not really worthy of answering. I'm saying this publicly. He was saying that the Holy Bible, or the Holy Book, has similar filth like that of Muhammad's activity. I am not an expert in the Bible. It's not because I read a bit here and there in the Bible that does not make me an expert. No. And my answer to this flying carpet guy, if you really see that Moses have committed such atrocity, the YouTube is open. If you see that Jesus committed such atrocity, or Buddha, or anyone for that matter, by all means, go to YouTube, make a channel, and warn the Jews that Moses was as filthy as Muhammad. Go to the YouTube and tell the Christian that Jesus was as filthy as Muhammad, and give them your reasons and give them your evidence. Okay? Or Buddha, or whoever. I don't mind. This is not a religious channel. Okay? You see that these people done that? Go ahead. But in my opinion, I was born in a Muslim family. I grew up as a Muslim, and at the age of 16, I could see that filth and I left. I thought about it. I thought this is filth, and I left. You want to stay in it, that's your business. Okay? I hope that answers your question now. I'm saying it publicly so that either you put up or shut up. Thank you. Now, let's go to our subject. When you put that age to 15, what does a 15 years old really know about anything? I mean, all of us just go with your memory back when you were 15 years old. You want to run around and you want to play. That's it. But there's like an influence to reprogram kids to make them as crazy about sex as Muhammad was. There's influence. There's an agenda to destroy morality, to destroy relationship between husband and wife, between man and woman. And if you get the children to start early to do that, you are actually programming the brain in a way to only um, to occupy the brain with all this sexual activity. What happened then? The kids really forget about their hopes and dreams and their vision of the future of what they want to be and what they want to accomplish, and their head becomes occupied with this sex. What happened? The society collapse. You have a retarded society. Look at all Islamic countries who their heads has nothing but sex and food. Muhammad only spoke in heaven that it has sex and food and water. The things that he didn't have in Arabia. And shade, because the sun there, the temperature goes to 900 degrees. So in heaven, there's no sun. You will have shade all the time. Actually, when the sun comes out, people celebrate and they go out to the park. But because in Arabia there is no shade, it's desert and very high temperature. So when they hate the sun, they hate the sun. So in heaven there is no sun, and you will have water, abundance of water. I mean, here we have water everywhere, but in Arabia it hardly rains. And food, because if you don't have water, you don't have food. And sex, unlimited sex. You'll have 72 virgin. That's what Muhammad was thinking about. And he filled the head of his followers, his people, with that. So look at all the Islamic countries. Why they don't advance? Because their head is programmed in the wrong way. Muhammad programmed them in the wrong way. Yes, I blame that on Muhammad. So they want to bring, there is an agenda. And it's not only Islamic agenda. Islam is working together. Anything to destroy Judeo-Christian tradition. Of course, this is the socialist movement is working so hard to do that with the support of Islam. Anything to destroy Western culture, Islam is involved in it, directly or indirectly, sending money for a group of people to do the dirty work for them. ISIS, Taliban, Al-Qaeda, many people, they tell you, they don't represent Islam, we disagree with them. But they go out and they send money to support them. So they send them the fund to do the dirty work. In my opinion, these guys are more dangerous than the people who are carrying the mission or carry out the mission. They do the terrorization of people. Okay, so we spoke about this law. The law was actually to get the parliament to choose between 13 years old or 15 years old. I'm sure many people in the parliament had kids. And when you give them the choice, you have to choose between 13 or 15. So everybody chose 15. If you put it 15 or 17 or 18, they would have, I'm sure the people who have kids, they would have chosen 18. But there is negative influence to destroy society. So 13 or 15, they chose 15. That takes me to Jeffrey Epstein. They call him investor. Actually, he was a high-level pimp. That investor, if you want to agree he's an investor, no newspaper, no TV channel had explained what did he invest in? What did he buy or sell as investment? Nothing. No one mentioned anything about the things that he bought and sold. He used to be a pimp to wealthy people. And these wealthy people, they are, many of them, twisted in mind and heart. Prince Andrew, Prince Andrew of the UK, he was there, and I saw a photo of him holding a young girl, 15, 16 years old. Okay. Bill Clinton, 26 times he went to the private island of Jeffrey Epstein. Did you go there to smoke cigars? Why? I mean, if a guy is selling cocaine or whatever kind of drugs, why would I go to his house? Not 26 times, one time. If I know that this guy is selling drugs, he's involved with the mafia and selling illegal things, would you make him your best friend and go to visit him on a regular basis? No. You stay away from that person. So why was Bill Clinton there? Why was Prince Andrew there? They have twisted mind. They want 15, 16 years old girls. Now, when you make the law 15 years old, that will actually, if Jeffrey Epstein, who conveniently was, he committed suicide conveniently, of course they murdered him, because there are many, many top level people in politics and business people involved with him, those who went to his island. Twisted mind people. So these people wanted him dead. He had to die or commit suicide, I mean. So when you lower the age to 15, it's no longer, actually, if Jeffrey Epstein, he used to live in France. If he was alive today and you accuse him of having sex with a 15 years old, he will tell you yes. What's wrong with that? It's not against the law. And when they lower it again to 13, and you have a similar person who is twisted in the head have sexual relationship with a girl who is 13 years old, it's not a crime. There's a law. Hence, it's not a crime. And when they lower it to the level of Muhammad, 9 years old, it's not a crime. In Islamic country, it's not a crime to marry a 9 years old. And that's in Sunni countries. It's not a crime, according to Islam. In the Shiite, like Iran, specifically Iran, You can marry a 2 years old. You can marry, they say, if she can handle the sexual relationship. It means if she's 5 years old but she's big physically, then it's okay. You can have sexual relationship. I could be a 50 years old man and she is 5 years old, and I have sexual intercourse with that child, and that's fine according to the Muslim Shia. So when you have people like this, their head is so twisted because of their leader was a twisted head, twisted mind and heart man. Hard to call him man, really, I'm sorry. But male is better word. Okay? Doing that, society will not advance, and that's their situation. There is backward situation, and those who have weapon, and it's anger. Let's have weapon to fight, to establish Islam. Okay, what is the future? What does the future hold to people like this? Destruction. So you have now the socialist agenda is not different from the Muslim. They actually there is no moral guide, there is no moral standard, there is no moral compass to guide these people, and therefore anything and everything is okay as long as it feels good and you are in agreement. And the law now, if it says 15, then a 50 years old man can go and have 50, 60, whatever age, can have sexual relationship with a 15 years old. I mean, that girl, what Jeffrey Epstein used to do, he would send that lady that if she's in jail now, I forgot her name, is not important. Anyway, his assistant, she used to get the girls and groom them before, educate them what to do and how to do it, explain to them what they expect when they are with the client. It was a prostitution ring, okay? Because 15 years old, she doesn't know much at all, especially about sex. She doesn't know anything. So they used to, that woman, she used his secretary, the secretary of Jeffrey Epstein, she would get the girl at the age of 15 and explain to her, take her shopping, buy her nice clothes, give her some money, and they become friends, and she always comes and have a fine meal in a restaurant. So a child when she is 14, hey, that's nice life. Good looking dress I got today, nice shoes tomorrow, and so on and so forth. And then she introduced her to either to Jeffrey Epstein or one of his clients to have sex with her. So now Jeffrey Epstein can get the girl when she is still 14. Okay? Groom her and get her ready on her birthday, 15th birthday. He can either rape her himself or give her to one of his clients to rape her. And this is legal. The law, the court, the judges cannot say anything about it, cannot do anything about it. Whether this happens because he used to live in France sometimes, Jeffrey Epstein. So if he is alive today and go to France, but actually that will raise up the competition, because there will be other people who are doing the very same thing, and it's all legal. And let's corrupt society together. Anyway, that was, I'm sorry, it's a very difficult subject, but I had to talk about it, and I'm going to put the what I read in the description box. Thank you. We hope to hear from you.